me by the hand, take me by the hand. He, him, they, them. He, him, they, them. Some people just call me Fluffy. Me by the hand. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. What the fuck is you wearing? It's not Halloween. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. Fucking sizzling. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. Oh my god, am I spending the card? Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. Oh my god, like yeah. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. Hey darling, you can smile more. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. That's what we fucking do. Fuck off! Ooh, take me by the hand. Ooh, Mr. Ocean Man. Ooh, take me by the hand. Ooh, Mr. Ocean Man. Yeah, she is all gangrenous. That's cute, you massive fucking soy cock. He, him, they, them. Superficial bollocks. He, him, they, them. Spider monkey fucker. Some people just call me Fluffy. Holy shit. Yard, 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 yard. It's Captain Gay. Yes, of course it's Captain Gay. Yard, 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 yard. It's really ready to go. You're some Hollywood horse bitch. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. Kitty fuck. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. Fucking sizzling. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. I'm gonna make one of your main balls. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. Oh my god, like yeah. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. Beat him into submission. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. Yada 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 yada. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. You got me. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. So fucking crazy. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. Fuck off. Fire, fire, big pants flyer. One of them. So that went well. Let's move on. She's like, it's so. Oh look, what a coincidence. God damn, I hate this thing. I can't say the word tampon. There is nothing I love more. Taking my headphones off, fuck that. Bethesda, there is nothing I love more than to fire up a brand new RPG, lose myself.
Sorry, did you want to get immersed in our world? Yeah, well, guess what?
Fucking pronouns! I love nothing more than to be dragged out at every fucking conceivable opportunity so you can fucking current day us. Current fucking day! Fuck off! We can't see past our own fucking reflection. That's the level of our narcissism here at Bethesda Twat Waffle. That's all you fucking are! Twat Waffle! Fuck off! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day Californian shit! Cause that's all we fucking know! Cause we're boring! We're so fucking boring! You're boring! You're fucking dull! You have nothing to say! Fuck your immersion! Guess what? Fucking pronouns! You take everything we love and you just can't help! Shovel your dog shit! Fucking crap! Ideology into everything! Every single solitary fucking thing! afternoon, everybody. Welcome. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. And welcome to Afternoon Tea with Az. I'm your host, as always, Az from Hillverse. It's all over the... everywhere. Absolutely. From Hill versus Babyface. How y'all doing this dark, miserable, overcast autumn? It's not even winter day. I think we're gonna go somewhere today in this afternoon tea, because I'm not going to spend particularly too much time on Princess Predator. That's going to speak for itself. And Running Man, probably not going to spend a lot of time on Running Man either. However, there is something which is got my interest, and I'm not talking about the scores for Black Ops 7. Is anybody surprised? Anybody? Is anybody surprised that annual franchise is just a load of wank? Here, hold on. Here. Let's readjust. A little bit there, a little bit there, a little bit there, a little bit there. I'll do. Yeah, I shaved the beard. Trimmed it down. Got it tight like tiger. Is anybody surprised that it's failed to take off in terms of Steam being absolutely dominated by Battlefield 6, Ark Raiders? Got last night I went on. Little story for you here. Quite funny, little bit psychotic. Little story about Ark Raiders last night. I decided last night I was going to go and do a little bit of Ark Raiders solo off stream. Just kind of on the new map. Holy shit. It was solos now is so sweaty. It's so ratty. Like, so I was going in, rats everywhere, people hiding in corners with shotguns, all kinds of fucking people going, don't shoot. So you're like, okay, and then shooting. It got really, really ratty. Really, and I gotta say, it was getting sweaty, it was getting ratty, and I was losing my patience a little bit. I was spawning in. Ratty, spawn in, ratty, spawn in, rat. So let's just say my sense of humor is going down at a colossal rate of knots. So I load into the new map, and I literally just walk through a door. There's a container right in front of me. Oh, you would have loved to have seen this. Container right in front of me. So I loot the container, right? Or no, sorry, that's a lie. I go to the container to loot it. There's a person literally right across from me, and they go, "Don't shoot." On the emoji, "Don't shoot." So I press my push to talk button, and I go, "It's okay, don't." And then they shoot me with their sniper rifle, knocks off all my shields. Now, by the way, I'm just going in with 3 loadouts because fuck it. Knocks all my shields off, knocks half my health off, and I'm like, and I've still got my finger on the thing. I'm like, for fuck's sake! You say don't shoot, and I'm telling you that I'm okay, and you just fucking shoot me. So I literally moved right away from the cover because your first instinct when you get shot is you go into cover. So I move out of cover and I put my weapon away. I went, go on, fucking finish me. Go on, fucking shoot me. You ratty little fucking twat. Shoot me. Come on, you rat-faced fuck. Shoot me. I can't put my weapon away. I've just spawned in, 3 loadout. Come on, just shoot me. Come on, show me who you are. Fucking shoot me. Come on, fucking end it. And then they're just like, just there, like pointing at me. And then they come on their microphone and they're just like, no. I'm like, come on, show me who you are. Show me what a man you are. Come on. And it's a woman, by the way, which is even funnier. German woman. So she starts going 99999, and then just runs off. Just runs off. Kind of felt very cathartic. I wish it had been on stream because that was a moment. That was like a legit moment of just, I've had enough of these sweaty rat bastards. Particularly the ones that go, don't shoot, and you go, okay, and then they fucking shoot you immediately. And I lost it. I think even what I said there, I think there was a little bit more. I can't really remember. But I was just like, I'd had enough. Enough. Whew. 9. So anyway, they run off in another direction. I loot the container in front of me. I don't really have anything decent. I think I found one perp, and I go upstairs and I hear her speaking to another guy, right? So there's another guy and I hear her on the microphone, and they start shooting at a shredder or a splinter, whatever it's called. One of the new enemies that have been added in. And so I help them. They're like pinned down, and I'm actually not where they are. I'm around the corner. So I actually pop around the corner and I blow it up. And they go, don't shoot. And I'm like, it's okay. I've killed it for you. You can go off and do your stuff. And then I go to there's like a container right in front of me. So I go to the container right in front of me. A different guy to those two, comes behind me with an anvil while I'm looting, shoots me, knocks me down. I've got a 3 loadout, shoots me fucking straight away, anvil, knocks me down. I have just no shits to give anymore. So he knocks me down and he like goes in cover looking to shoot the other 2 people. And I just, again, the microphone comes out again. And I press my push to talk button. I'm just like, oh, wow, wow, what a man. Whoa, what a man you are, yeah? Yeah, shooting somebody. Go and have a good shoot at somebody when they're looting something. Wow, your boyfriend must be real fucking proud of you. What a man. Oh, yeah, I think, wow, you're sexy. You're a big, sexy man. Whoa, yeah. And he's just there, and he's like not knowing what to do because he's trying to concentrate on the other 2 people who he's trying to kill, but I'm there blabbing away. So he's like trying to concentrate, and he turns out he's trying to shoot me dead, but then he has to try and concentrate on the other 2 moving up on him. And I'm like, come on, come on, shoot me. Come on, finish me off. Oh, finish me off like the big man you are. And he's like, shut up, dude. I'm like, oh no, you're so good. You're so good. I bet your boyfriend loves how good you. And I don't know what happened after that, of course, because then I bleed out, So who knows how that story ended? I left it on the menu screen, and then I was just like, no, I'm done for today. I am done for today. What the fuck has happened to solos in Arc Raiders, man? It's just this. And I watched a video yesterday, right? I was watching a couple of Arc Raider videos yesterday, and there's this one by a guy, and I'm not wanting to shit on the guy that did it, because it was a well-received video, and he was the video was about Arc Raiders has a streamer problem. It's got a streamer problem. Because you'd have these streamers, and it'd have clips of different streamers. It had like Summit 1G, had some Dr. Disrespect, had a couple of other streamers. And Summit 1G's complaining about the robots and just complaining about the game in general. And then Dr. Disrespect's like trying to engage in PvP, and he's getting pissed off because there's a bunch of AI all the time. So he's like, I wish all these fucking robots. And the guys was just like, streamers, they come on, they kind of influence stuff and whatnot. And this is the whole point of the game. The whole point of the game is the PvEVP system, blah, blah, blah. And I hear what he's trying to say. But then he uses clips from the developers of Arc Raiders, and they're saying, this is what the developers say. They say ultimately Arc Raiders is a you versus PvE, you versus the Arc, with a splattering of other raiders which could cause PvP. That's not the case, though. That's not how the game is working. The game is very much working from my, and I've sunk a lot of hours into this, and I've streamed a lot of hours into this. But this game is absolutely revolving around PvP, with the PvE adding extra interference, not vice versa. The kind of cooperation has vanished from the game, and now it's sweat on. And then he shows himself playing, and himself constantly in PvP battles. So I mean, I was kind of like confused as to what his point was by the game has a streaming problem and a community problem, because I think he was concerned about they may just either flip this to PvE. And I don't know. I don't quite know what he was griping about, but no, this is now very much a ratty PvP game with PvE that will distract you so some fucking twat can gank you. That's what it seems to have morphed into. For good or no. For good or no. At least, I mean, the Division had PvE areas, and it had the Dark Zones, the PvP areas, which also had PvE in it. So you had a PvE, and then you had a PvEVP. So that had a combination. Obviously, you get the better stuff if you go into the Dark Zones. Extract the loot, cleanse the loot, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So I don't know what's going to ultimately happen with Arc Raiders, but I had a good time. Is it Friday with Mr. Porkchop? I had a good time with Mr. Porkchop when we're in a group. That was a lot more fun. Solos has just got to the point now of I don't know if I can be fucked with solos, man. I really don't. It's just got so sweaty now. So sweaty. Boobies. So it's kind of like the trios is where it's at, because at least with trios, it's you see another team, you got to fucking engage. You got to engage, because if they see you, then they're just going to engage. So at least, but with the PvE, with the solos, you're kind of going in with that. Don't shoot. Are they friendly? Aren't they friendly? Mentality. And it just starts fucking with you, because you could meet two people just like, don't shoot. And then the third one would just be a complete fucking arsehole and ruin everything anyway. So it's just like, should I have just gone in all guns blazing? And should that be my mentality here on in? All guns blazing. Fucking do it. Oh, I don't know. No, today's Sunday Fun Day. There's only three of us. There's me, Mr. P, and Kara. QBG unable to make it. X-Ray Girl in Egypt. So Kara, Mr. P, and I, we're going to finish off RV There Yet for today's Sunday Fun Day. And then I meet some guy, right? And he says, don't shoot. And I'm like, don't worry, I'm not going to shoot. I just want to get some loot, dude. I just want to get some loot, get the fuck out of here. And he's like, yeah, me too. He goes around a corner. I hear a gunfight go on. There's clearly another person that's engaged. And then I hear the guy that I spoke to go, oh, dude, I told you I was friendly. And I was like, fuck, he's been knocked down. He's been knocked down. So the guy clearly heard me speak to him as well. So he knows there's another person. So the guy who I bumped into is going, come on, man, why did you do that? I said friendly. So I creep around to see if I can get the drop on the guy that killed the other guy. I think I have a defib on me. I'm not too sure. I may have, or I may have got fucking lost. And I go around a corner and I get shot down. I get fucking shot down. Well, we engage, and I'm on a free loadout. He's not on a free loadout. He knocks me down. I'm like, fuck. And then the guy speaks and like, it's you. And I was like, yeah, why did you shoot me, dude? I was coming to save you from being knocked down. I thought you'd been knocked down because you're going. And he's like, oh, no. And he's like, I haven't got a defib on me, mate. I'm sorry. I'm like, oh. Because he had actually killed the guy that engaged him, but he just decided to go on the mic. Oh. So he's just like, I haven't got a defib. I'm like, well, dude, I've just loaded in on a free loadout. I've got fuck all anyway. So just send me on my way. And you do that, and I'm just like, I am having the worst fucking experience. And last night was easily the worst experience I've had on Ark Raiders today. The worst. By a mile. Country fucking mile. And Friday, like I said, Mr. P, a lot of fun. I think I'm done with solos. It's just too ratty. It's just so ratty and sweaty. It's I can't be doing with it. I can't be doing with going into a round with the mentality of, a little bit of cooperation when there's just not the people there to be cooperative anymore. You might get one, you might get two, but then you'll meet 2-3 ratty fuckers. So what, so what's the fucking point? So I think solos, I think I'm done. That is cold as fuck. Wait for the coffee to do its magic. So this Sunday we're playing RV There Yet on Sunday Fun Day to finish that off. And then depending on the time it takes to finish it off, maybe we'll get a little bit of headliners or something additional. So like I said, I'm probably not going to spend a lot of time at all talking about Predator Princess and the Running Man. So there's another topic that I want to go through as well. And that is a young lady called Tilly Norwood. This young aspiring actress called Tilly Norwood. And we'll go into her in a little bit. There's Tilly. But you see, Tilly's got a secret, folks. Tilly's got a secret. And Tilly is 100% AI. She's 100% AI. And she's looking to be signed by an agency. And we're going to go into it. We're going to go into that in a little bit. We're going to go into that in an ickle little bit. Because there's some stuff that's just like dystopian as fuck. And then there's stuff that you got to say the industry's doing it to themselves. Well, they do a little bit of a they do a little bit of a joke reel about her, which we'll go through as well, which in itself is dystopian enough. But we'll go into that as well. And then fingers crossed that'll leave me with a little bit of time before Sunday Fun Day, so I can have a bit of a relax. But I am operating on fucking no sleep, guys. At all. I am barely sleeping right now. Last night, I think I got 3 hours sleep. The night before, I got about 4 hours sleep. Night before, I got about 5 or 6. I am operating off fucking zero sleep. It's driving me nuts. I had Belle shouting at me today because she wanted the bed. Because Belle, my cat, she's used to getting to bed. Shout out, Ripper! She's used to getting to bed at like 8 o'clock, 8 to 9 o'clock in the morning. So if I'm still in bed, then she starts shouting at me. She starts shouting at me to get out of bed because she wants the warm bed. And today I was lying in bed watching the Blacklist. I'm like, no, my bed. By the way, I've started to rewatch the Blacklist from season 1. So I think I watched the first 5 seasons back in the day. Really enjoyed the show. Never finished the show. And I wanted to know, I wanted to go back and get everything again. Get all the stories that I've forgotten again. So I'm like 15, 16 episodes into the Blacklist season 1 again, and it's a great show. It's a great show. SJ Almighty, I haven't decided which game to play next. I'm probably going to take next week off, just relax a little bit, upload some previous streams which have been placed onto unlisted, shift them across the gaming channel. See, that one should be unlisted there. That one should be unlisted there. Boom, boom. They've gone back and shift those across, and I'll have a think. I'll have a think about what's the next playthrough for the gaming channel now that Days Gone completely done. Oh, gonna miss that game. Gonna miss that game. Gutted, no sequel. Gosh darn it. So let's start off with Predator Midlands, Princess Predator, Disney's Predator.
a film that was made for gays and girls, the G's. It was made for the G's. It certainly wasn't made for men, and it certainly wasn't made for straight men, and it certainly wasn't made for straight men that have testosterone. Now, when it had its opening weekend, it wasn't great. They tried to play it up as great, but it didn't have a great opening weekend. 40 million domestic, 40 million international. So it had an $80 million opening weekend. They were predicting 60 worldwide. So there are huge success. Huge success. However, lots of different mitigating factors which kind of said no. The film has a $105 million budget, which means that it has to hit somewhere in the region, including marketing, of 250 million to break even. Okay, so that's the number that you're looking for it to hit at the worldwide box office. After 250 million, there is a chance that you can, it's going to start making a little bit of profit. No, the UK, by the way, isn't 1 foot square. So no, when Gary landed, I didn't see him because it's a big country and I don't live anywhere near bloody London. Not that London's in the UK. Anywho, so 80 million opening weekend, little bit concerning because obviously the law of diminishing returns. And also the fact that the international and the domestic were on parity with each other. Now, a good comparison was Alien Romulus, which came out last year. Because Alien Romulus opened up with a 42 million domestic, and it ended up doing 350 million at the box office. So very similar to Predator Badlands. So could Predator Badlands do the same? Well, again, there's a little issue here. The international for Alien Romulus was significantly higher than the domestic. In fact, to the tune of 1.5 times. So when Alien Romulus finished its run at the box office at 350 million, only 105 million was domestic. 245 million was international. So if they were to go hand in hand together, then it looks like Predator Badlands would end up at around 210 million at the end of its box office run, which would be a loss. So you got to keep an eye on how it's doing domestically to see if it stays on parity or whether or not it does better. Now, on the Monday and the Tuesday of this week, it kept pace, in actual fact, just slightly better than Alien Romulus. So it's just doing a fraction better. But I don't know what happened. I have no idea what happened. But after Tuesday, Predator Badlands cratered at the box office. So let me just share this with you. This is actually Alien Romulus, right? This C here is Alien Romulus. Look at that. This is what we call, by the way, the sad whale. This is the sad whale. This here is the predictive band, which doesn't mean that it's good if it's in the predictive band. It just means that this is what the predictions are. And here we go. It kind of that's the sad whale, as we like to call it. So there we go. 105 million domestic, 245 international, 350 million worldwide. And if we scroll down, had an opening weekend, 42 million. Predator, opening weekend, 40 million. And then on the Monday, it does 3.7. On the Tuesday, it did 4.8. 3.1 on the Wednesday, 2.7 on the Thursday, and then 4.6 on the Friday. Okay. So by Friday to Friday, it's on 61 million. Right? Because we're still waiting for the rest of the predicted weekend to come in, but we do have Fridays. So here we are now with Predator Midland. And look, what's that? Is that happy? Is that happy? Well, this band in itself isn't great. It's really not. It really needs to have gone like up here. That's what it really needs to have done if it wanted to look like it was going to make a profit, because we see on the Monday it did 3.4. Again, if we to compare that with Alien Romulus, Alien Romulus did 3.7. That did 3.4. However, on the Tuesday, it did 5.7, nearly 5.8. And Alien Romulus had only done 4.8, so it did $1 million better. So it's kind of keeping track a little bit. Then 2.3 on the Wednesday. Alien Romulus doing 3.1, doing 800,000 better. Remember, on a very bad domestic run, really not a good domestic run. However, Alien Romulus had a budget of 80 million. So Alien Romulus had to hit about 210 million to break even, and it did 350. So Alien Romulus made a profit, approximately 140 million profit. Predator Midland has like I said, a budget of 105. So it needs to hit around the 250 million to break even. Uh-oh. Particularly when the internationals are not firing. The Thursday, Predator does 1.7. 1.7. Alien Romulus on the Thursday, 2.7. So it lost in comparison, 800,000 on the Wednesday, and $1 million on the fucking Wednesday. Sorry, that's Wednesday. 2.3. So it lost 800,000 on the Wednesday and $1 million on the Thursday. And then on the Friday, it only brought in 3.5 million, dropping down to third. 78% drop Friday to Friday. And what did Alien Romulus do? 4.6. 1.1 million more. So now, at the same point in time, Alien Romulus, which came out last year, so there's only a year difference between the films, 25 million difference between the production budgets. Alien Romulus was on 61 million. Predator Badlands is on 56, nearly 57, 4.2 million behind. But Alien Romulus' international was 1.5 times, 2.5 times its domestic. And with Predator Midlands, it's on parity. So this film is looking like it could potentially crash out at around 180 million. Around there, there's the potential now that I predicted it was going to do about 220, 230. It could go all the way to around 270, but my personal prediction was around 220, 230. It looks like it could be 170, 180. And if that's the case, the film's going to lose about 60, 70 million. Maybe a little bit more. 60, 70, 80 million. But remember, this is the film that all the gays and the girls love. This is the greatest. Everybody loves this film. That's what I keep being told online, particularly when I post something inflammatory about it. I get this film's great. What are you talking about? I'll tell you what I'm talking about. I'm talking about cold, hard numbers. That's what I'm talking about. Cold, hard numbers, cold, hard facts. Not your fifis. Not your, oh my God, this is the... Do you know, is it Screen Rant or somebody had the headline, Predator Badlands is the cutest film of the year. Cutest. Oh, I wonder why it's fucking tanking at the cinema. I wonder why. Maybe because the word predator and cute shouldn't be in the same fucking sentence as each other. Visceral, gory, bloody, violent. Yeah, now they're words that you want next to predator. Not cute and funny and shipping and kawaii and ooh. And they think, and they wonder why films like this tank at the box office, because Disney take another male-dominated franchise and they try and make it a girl brand. It's not a girl brand. It's never going to be a girl brand. Making it for the girls and the gays doesn't make it popular because there ain't enough of them that are interested in this to make it work. So it looks like in the first 5 days that it came out, that there was at least people willing to go to the cinema off the basis of the name Predator and go, oh, a new Predator movie, let's check it out. But after that, and I think the legit word of mouth is now going around that this film is fucking shit. It cratered midweek. Absolutely cratered from Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And if I was to take a punt at what I think it's going to do on Saturday, I'm going to predict 5.4 million for Saturday. That's my prediction. 5.4 million for Saturday and probably 3.4 million predictions for Sunday. That's what I think. That's what I think. But you can see on the first week, the average per theater was down on Thursday to already $406 per theater. And it's in 3,725. And just for comparison, at the same time, Alien Romulus was at 3,885. So about 160 more theaters for the Alien film, but there's not huge amounts of difference. We're not talking like 1,000, 1,500. The moment I saw this film, the first said when I came out the cinema, when I went to social media to give my little thoughts before we discussed it on FNT was, this is a Predator made for girls. And it is. That's what they tried to do. They tried to make a Predator movie for girls. That's not how it happens. You can't take a testosterone-ridden male franchise and go, yep, Let's turn it into a girls' brand. Doesn't work. Looks like Disney are sitting on another big fat flop. Oh, well. Oh, well. Not my problem. Not my problem. So, yeah, Princess Predator is looking like it's going to lose money. That's almost a certainty. Unless there's a literal miracle that happens at the international box office this week. But if the international box office stays on parity with the domestic, then Predator Midlands is going to lose tens of millions at the box office. Whereas Alien Romulus is getting a sequel. I mean, it did make money, made about 150 million profit, give or take. If they keep the Alien Romulus 2 budget to around that 60, 70, 80 million mark, I mean, I would give it maybe 60 million, 50 million for the sequel, then it's got a chance of making money again. But this needs a miracle, an absolute miracle to even break even. God damn it. To break even. Which I don't think it's gonna get. Ah, well. Ah, well. Right. What else have we got? Hold on. Let's read a couple of super. Because I want to read. There's a super I want to address. I've no idea about it. So let's just read a couple of these. Tall, Dark, and Gruesome has been a member for 66 months. 66, man. Holy cow. Okay. Well, that's what you get then, dude. If you don't want to adhere to the chat rules, then that's what you get, buddy. Mikey Gosler with a $5. Just landed on Orlando, Florida a bit ago. Currently eating at Denny's here for the Universal Studios. I hope I can meet Ryan, Jeremy, and CJ again. You never know. You never know. You never know. There you go. Calioth with a $10 says Black Ops 7 getting finished within the refund time frame. Not worth a shekel. Your experience with new content in Arc Raiders reminds me when I say 9 to day one in PvP shooters. Colonoscopy more fun. It's been a bit of fun. There's been lots of fun. There's been lots of fun, but you know. That solo is just getting so sweaty. Cole Hauser with a 5 Canadian says, "Hell, my brother, look at my Transformer stream when you can. Just got my X Transbots misfire. Just waiting on Trigger Happy and Slugslinger." Okay. I'll have a look at that. My UK based shop is also doing the Technobots, so I can order it from there, which is great. Steve Anthony Peach has been a member for 9 months. Thank you. Appreciate you, Steve. Rufio with a £2 says, couple of pounds to support your heating costs up north. Got my heating on today. Bloody chilly as balls here, Rufio. Chilly as balls here. Appreciate it. I need that money to pay my bills. Cole Hauser with a 5 Canadian says, fuck that guy that went after you. Watch the EFAT video. I have no idea. I have no idea who went after me or for what they were mad about. And legitimately don't care. When you're on the internet, you are open to whatever, you know. But most people still mad about the pronoun rant. two and a bit years later, still get that. So whatever they're mad about, oh well. I hope they can get over it. Bob the Lobster with the £5. Ellie Fanning was literally on his back nagging, "That's a marriage." But it was just ridiculous. It was just a ridiculous film. It didn't make any sense. There was no progression with the character. It didn't have the Predator didn't have an arc. You know, the power of friendship is not an arc. Oh, well, he realized he doesn't need the clan. He just needs friends. No, that doesn't help you fight your father at the end. But somehow it did. The power of friendship did. So, yeah, it's not as like this Predator guy landed on this planet. He learned to survive. He learned tricks. He learned how to hunt. It's not like he did any of that. No, he met a stupid, ripped up alien and she just fucking wouldn't shut the fuck up. And then he goes back home and kills his dad. And then his mum turns up and they're like, no, this is who we should be worried about. The woman, because women are better than men. Everybody's female. Ellie Fanning, female android. The creature, female. The big creature, female. The big threat, not the father, the mother, female. Alien, gay. Callie Arthur with a $2. Wicked will finish off Predator internationally. Look, I think Wicked comes out this coming weekend. I was thinking it's probably got 2 decent weeks. I didn't think Running Man was going to affect it that much, and it's not, because Running Man's doing terribly at the box office. It's gonna lose a lot of money because that's on a stupid budget as well. But like I said, it's already created. It's on the 21st. Okay, so it's already created at the box office. That Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday are terrible. So it's very difficult that when a movie starts taking a downturn, it's almost impossible for it to reverse that into an upturn again. So it's just a matter of how bad this weekend's actually going to be and what the drop-off rate's going to be, which looks like it's going to be around about the 60% mark. And that's you're doomed. You're doomed after that. You're not making your money back after that. You're done. Martino with a 10 Swiss says you're wrong, as Predator is a great movie. Even after 38 years. Oh, wait. You're not talking about the one and only Predator movie. No, there was a wonderful movie called Predator, which came out in 1987. And it's never been bettered. It's never even been close to being bettered. Even though I like Predator 2, I like it. Just as a personal preference, I like it. Is it a great film? No. But Predator 1987 is, to me, one of the greatest films of all time. It's not just a great film. It's one of the greatest films of all time. It's amazing. The Big Abowski's been a member for 15 months. Big Abowski, thank you. Doven Death with a $5 says, have you covered the layoffs at Square? Seems like they are purging the activists. Also, any chance on playing Dispatch? Drinker liked it. I watched Drinker's review. I don't think I would like it. I'll tell you what, Doven. I said this during the week because I actually got asked this question during the week when I was strumming. And I'll just tell you how it is. I am sick and fucking tired of superheroes on the screen or in video games. I'm just done. I'm fucking done with them, right? So even if the game's good, I just don't feel like I could. My sort of motivation's there, you know. If it was a Rippaverse game, fuck yeah, bring it on. But just your generic kind of superhero, or your Marvel or DC, I am done, dude. I've waited months for the next part of Hush to come out. It's been like 3 fucking months since part 3 and came out, and now part 4 came out. And I just read part 4 of Hush yesterday, and it was just like, I can't even be bothered to finish Hush 2 now. Part 1 was fine. Part 2, Part 3, Part 4, But I did read Transformers 26, and that was freaking great. And that remains a great comic. Transformers that comic from Skybound is freaking amazing. But yeah, I'm done. And I tried Batman 1, Volume 4, whatever it is now, from Mr. Kelly Sue DeConnick, Matt Fraction. And I dipped after 1 episode, 1 issue. Done. Thank you, Matt. I'm done. So I'm completely fucking done with Marvel and DC. I'm just completely done. Hush did make me a sad whale face. Where can we? I've got to scroll up. There we go. Yeah, reading Hush 2 gave me sad whale face. Yeah. And I love Jeff Loeb. I think Jeff Loeb's a great comic writer. I think he's a great comic writer. But I don't know what the fuck I'm reading. I really don't. It's just a mess of characters on the screen. Look, it's Batman fighting against Riddler and Nightwing and Batgirl. And then Damian Wayne turns up to fight him. And then, Jason Todd turns up to fight him while Hush is watching. And then, the Batmobile gets blasted down into the ground. And then, look, there's Joker and Bane. And I'm just, Oh, fuck me. Remember when Batman was a detective? No, thing of DB, I wasn't joking then. I wasn't doing a bit. I wasn't doing no, that's what happened. Batman was fighting Batgirl, and then Nightwing came in to fight alongside Riddler, and I think there was another one as well. And then Damian Wayne turned up and started fighting Batman, and then Batman got away, and then Jason Todd came in and started fighting Batman, and Hush is just watching, and then Hush gets dragged into it, and then Batman, the Batmobile gets blowed up and it falls down into the ground, and in the ground there's the Joker and Bane, and I'm just like, what am I reading? It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. I'm not reading Batman anymore. I'm reading splurg. I'm reading splurg of characters. Oh, man. I long for the days of the 80s and 90s Batman. I really do. I long for those days. I really miss Legends of the Dark Knight as a comic from back in day. Because the Legends of the Dark Knight comic was meant to be the first, is meant to be set somewhere in the first 3 years of Batman, which meant no Robin, just him, just Alfred. No, because it's year 3 in the Batman lore that he meets Dick Grayson. And there you could just have some really cool fucking stories. But now it's just such a Bat family cacophony. You've got boobies. You've got so many different characters. Oh, sorry, shit, fuck. And Huntress was in there as well. And Huntress was in there. So you had Batman, Batgirl, Nightwing, Huntress, Riddler, Jason Todd, Damian Wayne, Hush, Joker, Bane. Am I missing anyone? Am I missing anyone? Hold on, I'm getting it out. I'm getting it out. What we got? Riddler, Huntress. Oh, fuck, I am. I'm Riddler, Huntress, Nightwing, Damian Wayne, Catwoman, Batgirl. Reminisces about Oracle for a split second. Hush. Jason Todd. Then he gets then the Batmobile gets knocked into the ground, and under the ground there's Bane and Killer Croc and Poison Ivy and Joker and somebody else I can't quite see. Looks like 2 Killer Crocs. All that 20 pages. All that in 20 pages. Oh, that's bang for your buck. Fucking hell. I tried to read it as well, and it was just sigh inducing. It was just like, oh. Give me some Jim Starlin Batman, you know. Give me some Chuck Dixon Batman. Doug Moach. Alan Grant. Obviously, Alan Grant passed away, but, you know, Alan Grant Batman. Fucking great stuff, you know. So to answer your question, I don't think I'll be playing Dispatch. I don't think I'll be playing Dispatch. No. No. I'm not getting into this story. I'm not feeling the vibe of Hush 2 at all. So I tried. It was the first time that I picked up the Batman comic in years, since Gary and I stopped doing it like 3-4 years ago. It's the first time I picked it up because I wanted to see if Hush 2, Jeff Loeb, Jim Lee back. Hush is one of my favorite story arcs. It's phenomenal. Does it have that vibe? No. Not even, sadly, not even close. And like I said, I'm not trying to throw shade on Jeff Loeb as a writer, because I think Jeff Loeb is a great writer. I think he's a great comic book writer, but I'm just not in any capacity vibing with this story at all. And I'm done. I don't even want to finish it off. 4 issues in. I mean, how long am I going to wait for part 5 anyway? Not that I care. Another 3 months. I bought part 3 when I was away with Chat's mum, and I've been back for 3.5 months. As regards to the layoffs at Square Enix, I haven't spoken about them. I need to look into all of it, but it does look like they are purging certainly sectors that you do not require people in. Like, you know, we refer to them as the activist sectors. Yeah, I mean, Square Enix are looking to purge their whole Western offices. So long may they continue. A really unreal one has been a member for 21 months. Says, "Hi, Az. Hope your day is slightly less frustrating than normal." Me too. Hashtag me too. William Barr with a £2 says, "UK peeps have most expensive energy bills in the UK." I know. Mine's. I live in a small terrace house, right? I don't tend to use a lot of electricity apart from in this office with my PC, right? That's pretty much it. My electricity bill is £300 a month. 300 a month, and I'm in arrears. So I'm paying like the 300's a little bit more to try and get the arrears off. I'm like £2,000 in arrears, £2,000 in arrears, because they don't tell you. You just get an electricity bill out of nowhere that says, "Hi, I got a letter. I got a letter from the electricity company saying, "Hi, we're upping your electricity bill from £105 a month to $650." And I'm like, "You fucking what?" "Oh yes, you see, you've actually been being on £105 a month. You've actually accrued over £2,000 worth of arrears." Did you not decide to tell me at any point? Oh, no, sir. No, you see, if we don't tell you, then we keep you locked in, because then you have to pay the arrears off and you don't move to a different provider. So I then went on to a fixed rate of $200 a month plus an additional 100 to chip away at the arrears every month. So my electricity bill, £300 a month. And I live in a fucking small little terrace house. UK fucking sucks. But it's okay, because some people that came across from France are living in 5-star hotels for free. Who's that being funded by? Oh, yeah. Jaded Fett with a $20 says, "Good morrow, your lordship. Can't stay. Taking fam to Yodie shops. Have a few pence for your coffers." Oh, thank you, Jaded Fett. Have a good time with the family, dude. Have a good time with the family. And Crimson Shadow with a £3 super sticker of a fist bump. Right back at you, dude. Right, chat. I'm going to go into Running Man next, but I need to do a Running Man of my own to the toilet to have a shit. So I'm going to play a little tune for you. It's really ready to go.
Okay, Cicely! Take me by the hand, 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 he, him, they, them, he, him, they, them. Some people just call me Fluffy. Me by the hand. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, what the fuck is he wearing? It's not Halloween. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, fucking sizzling. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, oh my god, I'm bending the head. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, oh my god, like that. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, hey darling, you can smile more. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, that's what we fucking do. Fuck off! Dude, me by the hand. Ooh, Mr. Ocean Man. Dude, me by the hand. Ooh, Mr. Ocean Man. Yeah, she is all gangrenous.
cute, you massive fucking soy cock. He, him, they, them. Superficial bollocks. He, him, they, them. Spider monkey fucker. Some people just call me Fluffy. Holy shit. Yard, 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 yard. It's Captain Gay. Yes, of course it's Captain Gay. Yard, 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 yard. It's really ready to go. Here's some Hollywood horse. Kitty fuck. Ocean May, take me by the high. Ocean May, fucking sizzling. Ocean May, take me by the high. Ocean May, I'm gonna make one of your main balls. Ocean May, take me by the high. Ocean May, oh my god, like yeah. Ocean May, take me by the high. Ocean May, beat him into submission. Ocean May, take me by the high. Ocean May, Ocean May, take me by the high. Ocean May, yada 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 yada. Ocean May. Is it possible that I could go to the loo and get back here in 3 minutes? 3 minutes. Got to be a record. Not going to lie, didn't touch the signs on the way out. Fucking that coffee did the Lord's work. That was like a colonoscopy. Yeah, I wipe with my hand. I just went, oh no, I just went, wipe with my hand. Wipe my hand, licked it off. ran back to the seat. That Lady Erin, that was the second coffee of the day, man. That was my second coffee of the day. I was amazed that the first coffee didn't do its job, but I'm supping on that second coffee just as I'm starting the stream, and I'm just like, yeah, we're gonna be in trouble. We're gonna be in trouble here. Woo! About halfway through that Predator Badlands chat, I was just like, oh, it's oh, oh, this one's real. This is fucking real. Dark Hollywood dropping a
$50 super chat.
$50 from Doc Hollywood. Gloomy weather, correct. Rat shooting you in the back, correct. Comic books gone to crap. Power bills through the roof. What the fuck, Az? Or what fuck that? What fuck that, Az? Consider this my sympathy tax paid in full. $27 power bill last month, by the way. Fuck. I mean, I know, look, I use the computer every day. I know that. I use the computer every day with work. But like, fucking what? Thank you, Doc. As appreciate you. The running man running into probably bankruptcy, but never mind. I saw The Running Man on Friday. Is it better than the 1987? Again, is it 1987? Running Man? The Running Man? Is it 87? Holy shit, is Arnie just like... Yeah, 1987. Holy crap, Arnie dominated 1987, didn't he? Woo! Now, apparently this is more book accurate. At least I've been told, until it's not. But it's apparently this is more book accurate. I haven't read the Running Man book, Stephen King. Just on the basis of the two movies, look, it to me, if you're going up against a film that Arnie made in the 80s, you're pretty much cooked. Is there any way to beat Arnie in the 80s? I don't think so. I do thoroughly enjoy the 1987 Running Man film. I think it's great. It's so unapologetically 80s, and I love that. And what I mean by that is it's OTT, it's hyper masculine, hyper testosterone, hyper violent. It's great. This version, there were parts I enjoyed, right? I'm not poo-pooing this film. I was very surprised at how much of it I did actually like. Now, this film went on for way too long. It's just over 2 hours long, and it really should have been an hour and 30, an hour and 40. So they needed to trim 20, 30 minutes off of this. And they could have. Because they did some really nice little set pieces with the film. There was a nice little bit. It starts off, guy needs to get medication for his daughter. His daughter's got the flu. But because of the gulf now between classes, the class system, they just can't afford the medication for flu. So she's at risk of dying. So he goes to the studio to try and participate in one of the games, but he tests so good that they want to put him into the Running Man. And he doesn't want to do the Running Man, but he gets not coerced. He gets sweet talked into doing it. His family will make good money from him going into the Running Man. There's two other competitors, a lesbian. You know she's a lesbian from the first moment you see her, so that's not exactly going to be a surprise. And a bro, like not a bro, like a nerd dude who's clearly going to get killed immediately and does. And then they go and they have a 12-hour head start. They can go wherever they want. People, like the regular people in the street, can choose to help them, can choose to give them up, because if they report where they are and that Running Man is killed, then they will get money. They'll get the money as well. They'll get some coin. So we go through multiple different action set pieces, and they are a bit over the top and unrealistic, but they were fun. There's a great little set piece in a hotel. There's a great set piece with Michael Crea. Is it Crea? There's fun set pieces. Now there is some fluctuations in tone. Tonally, it kind of This is why if you just cut out some of the sort of like the moments with which they bring the film down and just kept it at high octane, you could have had this like high octane bang, 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 bang. There you go. But I came out surprised. I was actually surprised that I got enjoyment out of it that I didn't think I was gonna get. Now, I've got to be real. Would I say go to the cinema and spend your hard-earned money to watch this film? I don't think I could justify saying that. I could say to you, if it comes on streaming, go check it out for sure. Go check it out. If you've got a night free and you definitely would just want something a bit mindless, because it's not. We're not talking complexity here. Then go watch it. Go watch it because I think there are elements of fun. You know, there are good fun set pieces within the film. But it's not, you know, it's not breaking any new ground. And yes, it is flawed in quite a few places. And it definitely suffers from, I think if you do something like this, you've got to really lean into it. Like really lean into it to the degree that, yeah, you should get a little bit over the top. Because one of the biggest disappointments in the film for me was the hunters. Like in the Running Man Arnie's film, whether it's book accurate or not, the hunters are memorable. You know, they're like wrestling superstars. You know, you got Sub-Zero and Buzzsaw and stuff like that. So you got these larger than life characters, Jesse Ventura, and therefore they stick with you and they're very memorable. These hunters are just like nobodies in black, and they don't really have a personality and they don't stand out. And that was disappointing because they should have really, I think you got to lean into that kind of stuff. You do. Glenn Powell was fine. I think he's a fine, you know, he's a decent actor. And I think he could do with having, again, a little bit more over the top films to do. I think if he could lean into that, then I think it'd be good stuff for him. But I really wanted those. Hey, Gary's just texted me. Yeah, is it? Yeah, it's miserable as fuck. So Gary's landed in the UK. And he said, my country's miserable. Yes, it is. But don't go out of your plane, you'll get stabbed. So yeah, I think they could have not just made the hunters more larger than life, but those hunter characters, you want to make them larger than life, and you want to bring in like some big names for that. Not big names that they're overpriced, but just big names that people might know, might recognize. I saw somebody saying like John Cena. That's the kind of thing that a John Cena should be. It's like a hunter in Running Man. That's the kind of thing, you know. That type of thing would be quite good fun. So yeah, the hunters were the most disappointing part. The family stuff was fine, although it deserved more of. Josh Brolin was great when he was on the screen, but there simply wasn't enough of him, and they didn't flesh him out where they really should have. So that was in itself disappointing. So if they'd trimmed off these weak areas and then fleshed out Josh Brolin, made the hunters larger than life, it could have been a much more enjoyable film. So I give The Running Man a 6 out of 10. I had some fun. It's flawed, but it was silly and goofy in places. And I was surprised at how much fun I did have with it. However, it's gonna bomb at the cinema. The budget on this is meant to be about 105 million. It's 110 million, meaning that this has to hit about 260 to break even. 260, 270 to break even. It had a catastrophic preview day and Friday. No, I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. 110 million. So it only brought in a combined, because remember, this Friday is combined with the preview night. 6.5 million on the Friday. Ouch. So this is this movie's most likely not going to make much more than about 120 million, probably worldwide. Maybe 120, 130 million worldwide. That's what I would guesstimate right now. So, yes, the budget was way too high. Way too high. Because I don't say this in a disparaging way, but I don't think people are going to a movie just because Glenn Powell is in it, right? Or Josh Brolin's in this film. I gotta go see it. You know, I wouldn't say that they are draws per se. You might like him. Yeah, that Glenn Powell, he was good in Tornadoes or whatever. But I don't think they're cinematic draws. The brand of The Running Man, well, if you say The Running Man, if you're of a certain age, then you're going to know the 1987 Arnie film. But if you're not, and I think this film is really, or should be targeted towards teenage boys, men in their 20s. That's who, to me, it should be targeted towards. $110 million budget. Like, come on. You are not giving this film a cat in hell's chance of making a profit. You're really not. You're really, really not. And this is reflected in clearly reflected in the Friday performance. Like, this needed to be a budget of 30 to 40 million tops. Look, if you want to go out to the cinema for just because you want to go to the cinema and see something, but would I say go specifically to the cinema to see this? I couldn't say that. I couldn't say that. Let me hold on. Somebody's saying let me just see let's see if this is true. So the budget for the 1987 movie was 27 million. So let's go to an inflation calculator. Let's go to an inflation calculator, US. Here we go. So if I was to put in 1987 and the amount, which was 27 million, that would calculate in today's money to about 77 million. So 27 million back in the day, back in 87, would translate to 77 million now, which is still 35, well, odd million less budget than this version was. Now, how much money did The Running Man make in 1987? This is just for my own personal curiosity. If it can bring it, The Running Man 1987. Let's put 1987 in. Let's see. Let's see if we can get a ping off that. Oh, it's got a box office mojo. Because the numbers aren't doing that. If not, I can just Google. The Running Man, 1987. Here we go. Domestic opening, 8.1 million. So it did domestically 38 million at the time. 38 million at that time. It didn't get an international release. Or they don't know the international. One of the two. So 38 million. So if we go back to the inflation calculator, it probably didn't make a profit. 1987, 38. Whoa. 38. That would have been 108.5 million in today's money. So it wouldn't have made its money. It would have lost money. But that's just on a domestic. Remember, one thing that you do have to remember, VHS sales, excuse me, VHS sales, Blu-ray sales, licensing, much bigger thing back in there because there's no streaming or anything like that. Selling the rights to other countries, etc. So it's very difficult to grasp what the reality was back in 87. All I know is I enjoyed it. I liked it. I liked it a lot. But I remember I watched it on a VHS tape. That's how I saw it. So the running man is it's looking like it's gonna lose a fortune. Which is not good. But it's a bit sad when you've got a budget of 110, marketing, let's say 40. Let's say about 40 million marketing. So that's 150. So you're looking at, let's say even if I say 30, that's 140. That's 280 that it needs to make back. That 140 million, they're not seeing a penny of that, okay? they're not going to see a single solitary penny of that. Nuh-uh. Boobs. Nuh-uh. So yeah, The Running Man, goofy, silly, fun, flawed, and it's going to flop. Big time. Oh, well. But let's get into some meat and potatoes here, okay? This is going to be the big one. Oh, I'll just quickly do SEK199 with a $5 says, as I'm torn between suffering mid-movies versus helping local theaters. I can't justify time and dollars for a meh movie. And I saw Twisters and Primitive War. Very noble of you. It's not your responsibility to prop up a cinema, dude. It's not your responsibility. It is the responsibility of studios to put films in theaters that people want to go see. Okay? One man can't save a theater. Very noble of you. But dude, you gotta let that, you gotta let it go. You gotta let it go to the point where if there's something that you want to go see, go see. But if you're simply going for the sake of wanting to support your local theater, you're trying to prop up a lame horse, and so it's never gonna happen. It's a theater. It's a distributor's responsibility. It's not theater. It's a distributor's responsibility. It's a studio's responsibility to make films that that people are going to put bums in seats to see. But like with the question, the super chat earlier about are you going to play that Dispatch game, the superhero Telltale type of game? I am so done. I mean, I do FNT, I do Real BBC, I do Rip and a Silverback, I do a lot of streams, right? And we discuss all these things. And I love those shows. I love my co-hosts. I love doing those shows. I love the chat. They're so fun. But honestly, when Gary goes, or or myself, or says we gotta go see this. We gotta go see this Marvel, the 38th Marvel film. Honest to God, my heart fucking sinks. It sinks. Because I couldn't give less of a shit about the 38th, 39th, 40th Marvel movie. I couldn't care. It's shite. It's all shite. I couldn't. James Gunn's Superman, for all the cope that people put out there, it's shit. It is a shit film. It is a shit version of Superman. It is not fucking worth your time. I'm never going to go see it again. I don't give a fuck. And his universe looks like it's, from what we've already seen afterwards with Peacemaker, this is a pile of dog shite. Dog shit. Superhero films right now are done. They've been done for years. I wish they would just go and fuck off. And hopefully, if they do, that will allow theaters to be a little bit more creative with what film they put out there. But we're having all of these major times, the summer blockbuster, the Memorial Day weekend, the Easter holiday, all of these big weekends, all of it. It's the next fucking Marvel movie. Oh, fuck off. That's why it was like a breath of fresh air to see Weapons at the theater, you know? It was just something a bit different. It was well made. It was well shot. It was well edited. Good cinematography, great acting, fun plot, good script, great performances. And it was just like, oh, I feel like I'm watching a film. But it's not our responsibility to prop up the film industry. It's not our responsibility to say, hey, we got to go to the cinema because we got to keep our cinemas alive. That's not our responsibility. That's the responsibility of the production studios. To say, we got to make movies that people are going to want to go to the cinema to see. There has been a paradigm shift in the relationship between corporation and customers over the last 20 years or so. And as a 50-year-old man, I know 50, this beautiful, this is 50, yes. As a 50-year-old man, I've been going to the cinema for 40 years of my life now. I can remember seeing E.T. at the cinema. I was, 8 at the time? But there has been a significant shift a paradigm shift, because once upon a time you would treat as a customer like gold. You're our customer. We respect our customers. We want to make product for our customers. Now we have studios which have the attitude of, you need to see our film. You need to be educated. You're lucky to be our customer. We'll tell you what you... Oh, go fuck yourself. Take your head and shove it up your fucking ass. There is this attitude that we have got to be good enough to be their customers. Disney. Oh, well, people don't like Star Wars anymore because they're just racists and sexist. Shut the fuck up. We don't like Star Wars because it's fucking fan fiction dog shit. Not because it's got a black actor in or a female actress in. It's because it's just shit. But nobody in these companies are wanting to take any responsibility, because if they take responsibility for failure, then it means they could lose their job, and they don't want to lose their job because they love taking the money. You know, I love getting paid for writing shit. Christina Hodgson has written failure after failure after failure at the cinema. What does she get? More films to write. James Gunn, Christina, come on board. Write some more shit which is going to lose hundreds of millions of dollars. Just like The Flash and Birds of Prey and other fucking dog shit that you've done along the way. You think that is the caliber that's going to get people to go to the cinema and go, wow, this is great. Fucking hell, this is marvelous. Oh my God. It's not responsibility to prop up theaters. Just like cinemas have to make our experience when we go there a fun experience. Good chairs, plenty of leg room, maybe some additional services. Not crammed in like a, I remember back in the day, theaters would be packed and we're crammed in there like fucking cattle because the cinema used to be an experience. Watching these films, whatever it be, E.T., Raiders of the Lost Ark. Used to be there in a huge theater and you would feed off the energy from the audience. Now you're lucky if it gets half full. I remember seeing Superman when I was if I'd forgotten, I've probably got onset dementia. But when I went to see Superman, I was away. I was away with Chat's mum. And we went to the theater and we went to the nice VIP section, the VIP theater. This is the type of theater where they come and take your order at your chair and you've got like a fold out table and all this kind of, nice reclining seats, very comfortable, all the good stuff. Superman opening night. A third full. A third. But Superman, it's made 150 million profit, even though by their own numbers, that's an impossibility. Because they're just lying. They now have to just lie to you. Because when you can't make a good movie that will organically get people to go, you just fucking make shit up. You just start making shit up. It's not our responsibility to prop up theaters. Orty Dorty. Just do these two, and then we're going to Tilly Norwood. Even John was bored with the £5. Says, cheers, Az. Have a good Sunday. You too. And Tony H with a €5 says, the last time I went to the cinema was on Halloween. I saw Halloween, 1978, and its sequel. The cinema was packed. Reruns of the new Moneymaker. Well, there was about a year or so ago, probably, I think a little bit more, but sometime last year, a theater not too far away from us was doing a run of the Terminator movies. So we went to see Terminator at like 10 o'clock at night. And then the next week, we went back about 10 o'clock at night and watched Terminator 2 at the theater. Fucking great. Great time. When Chat's mum was over one time, we went to the cinema. We went to see, they were showing, at the time, they were showing the Spider-Man film. So I said, do you want to go to the cinema and watch the old Tobey Maguire Spider-Man films? Yeah, go on then, she says. So we go to, she's a bit of a nerd, you know. She likes a nerdy. So we go off and watch them. So we go watch Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3. It's great stuff. Then they started to show all the Dark Knight films again. Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, The Dark Knight Rises, back at the cinema. Let's go fucking see them again. Because they were movies that were worth seeing at the cinema because they were a cinematic experience. The Marvels, Thunderbolts, they're not cinematic experiences. They're fucking dog shit slop, which you just, you excrete onto a streaming service for content with a K. Content with a K. The very fact that they actually make their way to the cinema in itself is insulting. Never mind the ridiculous budgets that it takes to make them. These are not cinematic experiences. They're bowel movements. And yet we get, oh, you're just a Nazi, white supremacist, bigoted, homophobe, sexist if you don't like it. Good, because all those words now are compliments. That guy's a Nazi. That person called me a Nazi. Whew, I must be doing something right. Oh, Predator Badlands. It's a great film. What are you talking about? Everybody loves it. Really? So why is it dead at the box office? Why is it dead? Why is it dead? Huh? Why is it dead at the box office? Why did it absolutely fucking crater midway through its first week of release? Huh? Huh? If everybody loves it, such a great film. No, we know it. It's fucking bot social media accounts that are pushing a fucking gaslighting agenda to try and get people to go to the cinema, and it fails because that's not how you get people to go to the fucking theaters. Well, we can socially engineer people to go. No, you fucking can't. Do you know why? Because the people that actually see it come out and go, it was shit. And then you get the trusted reviews, and then you get the legitimate word of mouth that you don't even see. You get Bill and Daphne that go to the cinema and they see it, and then they go to their work colleagues and they go, oh, how was that Predator movie? And they go, it was fucking terrible. As they stand by the water cooler, it was terrible. Oh, Jack and me were going to go see it. Oh, don't bother. That's the reality. Not the social media. That's a lot of fucking bollocks, that is. The reality is people talking to each other in their social environments like work. It was shit. And then the mainstream media, who think that they still have some power and influence, which you no longer have, because everybody knows that, number one, probably half of your articles are AI generated. And number two, you're fucking retarded. You're retarded. You're shills. Your focus is to cater to the studio so you get your access, and you hate your customer, the person who should be going to your website, you have disdain for. So when a screen rant or something like that says Terminator Badlands is probably the cutest film of 2025, then you know that is a fucking film to avoid. Wait a minute. Did you say Predator and cute in the same sentence? Oh, thank you. Thank you. You're literally telling me not to fucking go see this. Oh, look, there's such a queerness to Predator Badlands. The only thing that's fucking queer is your fucking brain. And they think that is going to turn people on. Predator Badlands is the most queer Predator movie that you're ever going to see. Oh my God. What the fuck does that even mean? I'm beginning. I like streaming services when they. Sorry, we're gonna put a tangent here. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. I like a streaming service that has old TV shows. You know, like Amazon Prime. I like Amazon Prime for the older TV shows. Like as I said earlier, I'm watching The Blacklist at the minute. I started to rewatch The Blacklist. It's fantastic. It's a great show. I'm on about episode 16 of season 1 at the minute. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Great villain of the week with a very small overarching story that doesn't get in the way, but just keeps you interested in where that's going to lead. As opposed to what we have now, which is one 8-episode long form story that's fucking shit and goes nowhere. Or you could, and I've watched things like Smallville, I've watched The Prison, I've watched loads of different old TV shows which are really good because of that. For the most part, because there is some good TV which comes out today. But for the most part, I fucking hate the idea of a streaming service for content's sake. Because it no longer becomes quality. Because these older TV shows, they were made for television. Therefore, they had to have a quality about them. If you were to keep your show on air without being cancelled, it had to be good. I think the Blacklist runs for 10 seasons, by the way. And, we can all argue that there are certain TV shows that went for a long time that weren't good. But that's the rule of thumb. It's got to be popular to come back. But with streaming, it doesn't. With streaming, it's just got to be content. It's just got to be content. We need content. And literally, streaming services become the DSP channels. Thousands upon thousands of videos. Absolutely zero fucking quality there. Quantity over quality. Zero value to be had there. Bring back episodic TV. Bring back villain of the month, villain of the week, monster of the week. Bring back little snippets of an overarching storyline, just little snippets, and then pay it off at the end of the season. But this long form multi is just boring. No value whatsoever to so much of this crap. No value. The value is in the older stuff. And that's often, by the way, reflected in the streaming charts. Because if you look at the streaming charts, when you look at the most watched TV shows, there's normally in the top 10, never mind the top 50 or the top 25, there's normally in the top 10 an old show that people are just watching the shit out of. Whether it's Suits or whatever it may be. An old show that people are just watching the crap out of. TJ with a 46 months says, "Hail as hail chat. Thank you for all the laughs over the last 5 years or so that I've been around these parts and YouTube." Thank you, TJ. Thank you. Right, let's have a look at this little lady. And by little lady, I mean code. Because this is Tilly Norwood. Tilly Norwood is an actor. No, she's not. No, it's not. Tilly Norwood lives in London. No, it doesn't, because it doesn't exist. Tilly Norwood is an AI-created actress. An AI-created actress that they are trying to sign to an agency now. Look, here's Tilly Norwood in New York. No. Here's Tilly Norwood acting in a fantasy film. No. Here's Tilly Norwood taking a drive in a car. No. None of this exists. None of this exists. It's AI. This is Tilly Norwood. Which one? Where are we going? This one. We're going in this one. But we're going to go back to that site in a moment. Meet AI actress. You're not actors male, actress is female. Actress. It's not even an actor though, because it's an AI. But anyway, meet AI adult pretender Tilly Norwood, and why are Hollywood stars like Emily Blunt outraged by her arrival? Stop referring to it as a human being. It's not. It's an AI piece of code. She doesn't exist. It's not a human. It's not a him or a her. If any would, it's an it. If anything, it's an it. You're gonna. By the way, chat, we're on the verge of getting some of the first retards that are going to advocate for AI character rights. That's what we're going to get. With her glossy AI-generated Instagram feed, Norwood could be mistaken for a rising star. Well, what's that about? What's that about? Let's jump to my Instagram then. So this is the Tilly Norwood Instagram page. Look, hey, I'm Tilly Norwood. I'm doing a thing. We're gonna read this later. Here's Tilly oh look, new stills for my latest acting tests. Which one's your fave? Game of Tilly. CSI Tilly. I know what you did last Tilly. Sub Tilly. Here's, oh, whoa, look, the creature behind is, I'm going to do, oh, I know what you did last Tilly. Who is it on the phone? Oh my God, the building's falling down. The aliens have got us. I'm just going to drive away in my car. I shan't, sir. I shan't leave my husband for you. How dare you? Hi. This video you're about to view is 100% AI generated. So we're going to watch that video in a little bit. Oh, just grabbing a coffee. Fake. Fake. None of this is happening. None of this exists. Sat outside pretending I'm in a French film and not just avoiding my to-do list. You don't have a to-do list. You're not real. What's your ultimate coffee shop comfort orders? 0 comments, by the way. Oh, walking down the street. This street always reminds you of that one breakup walk where I tried to actually... No, this is all bollocks. It doesn't remind you of anything because you have never experienced it because you're a made-up piece of code. It's insanity. Oh, just grabbing a frappuccino. No comments again. Nearly 1,000 likes. No comments. The comments off. Can you not comment? Doesn't look like you can comment on this. I wonder why. I wonder why you can't comment on these things. Weather's giving wear a blazer or perish, but my toxic trait is thinking iced coffee is a year-round personality. You have no personality. You're fake. No, I think some of these likes are made up by people that don't realize that this is AI. They just saw this face, thought, oh, there's a pretty girl. There's a pretty girl. Oh, she looks pretty. Look, she's got a frappuccino. I wish I could come on her face. I'll give her a like. That's probably where it came from. What does this one say? Here we go. This is the fake bedroom. This bedroom is a museum of bad decisions. 3 outfit changes, 1 iced coffee, now emotional support, 0 essay pro. So it's fucked. This is fucked. So absolutely bizarre. Utterly, utterly bizarre. So let's go back. Let's go back to the article. Dubai. Oscar-nominated actress Emily Blunt has joined a growing chorus of Hollywood voices outraged by Tilly Norwood, an AI actor developed in the Netherlands and now reportedly in talks with talent agencies. Well, Tilly's obviously not in talks with them because she doesn't exist. She isn't real. She doesn't exist. Is she hotter than Chat's mum? Pfft, not even close. Chat's mum's a fucking angel. With her glossy Instagram feed, which we just had a little look at, and AI-generated comedy sketches, which we'll see in a minute. We'll see the video. Norwood could easily be mistaken for a rising star. Not really. No, not really, no. Marketed as having, quote, girl next door vibes. She is even being digitally inserted into spoofs of BBC shows. Her creator, Dutch comedian Eline van der Velden, That is the most fucking Dutch name I've ever heard in my life. Van der Velden has called the project, quote, a creative work and likened it to drawing or writing a fictional character. But Hollywood isn't buying it. SAG-AFTRA, the powerful actors union, blasted Norwood as nothing more than a computer-generated character trained on the work of countless professional performers, stressing that it has no life experience, no emotion, and no human artistry, which is going to be a very rare occasion where I agree with SAG. It doesn't. It doesn't. It's all algorithm. The union also warned studios that using the AI figure could violate protections secured in the 2023 strikes, where AI was a key flashpoint. Stars have been equally blunt. Natasha Lyonne urged a boycott of any agency representing Norwood, calling the project, quote, deeply misguided. Whoopi Goldberg said audiences would always tell the difference between humans and synthetic creations. And Blunt, speaking to Variety, called the AI actor, quote, terrifying, adding, quote, good Lord, we're screwed. Please stop taking away our human connection. Van der Velden, meanwhile, insists Norwood is not meant to replace actors. Well, if you're trying to get them signed to an agency for work, then you are looking to replace an actor, duh. But to be appreciated as a piece of art. Oh, shut up. Still, with Hollywood still on edge over AI's role in film and TV, Tilly Norwood has become the industry's latest cautionary tale. Meanwhile, Scottish actor Brian E. Munro has alleged that her likeness was used without consent in the creation of Tilly. All right, we'll check that out in a bit. Munro, who is filming the fantasy feature The Slave and the General, told The Scotsman that she suspected her face was used by AI talent studio Zikoya in developing Norwood, an actor now attracting the attention of major agencies. Quote, it feels like living in a real-life episode of Black Mirror. Adding that an industry colleague had alerted her to a professional image of Norwood that bore a striking resemblance to her. Munro, backed by her union Equity, said that she is concerned her image, performance, and rights have been breached, but that a lack of transparency has left her in the dark. She claimed one picture promoting Norwood looked uncannily like her, and even suggested her mannerisms have been copied in a scene from Norwood's showreel. We'll see this. We'll see a video soon. It's not just myself it affects, she said. They'll have used many different actresses' faces without consent. So many people's work has been likely been exploited in this way. Okay. So, let's see what Bryony Munro looks like, shall we? Let's take this image. So this is an image of Bryony Munro. And let's jump now to the image of Tilly Norwood. Okay, you ready? If you were told that this is the same person, if you showed me those two pictures and said it's the same person, I would say, maybe, yeah, possibly. I didn't just use this picture because she looks like she's got great tits. No, I did pick this because it's similar settings. Yeah, you got to look at the face and not the tits, guys. Come on. I could believe, you know, if you just showed me those two pictures and said this is the same person, I could believe that. I could believe that. So there's that. So first of all, there's that. And if you look at, I'm looking at other pictures of Bryony, and there's definitely some similarities. There's definitely some similarities. Is it exact? No. I wouldn't, no. But is there, yeah, there's similarities. But this is an algorithmically created character, so. We'll see. So let's go back to Tilly Norwood's website. And I'm going to put the headphones on now because we're going to have a look at her. I need to refresh this, I think. There we go. So let's have a look at this comedy sketch. Now, please, you tell me if there's any comedy in this. Number one. And then number two, just let me know what you think. So here we go. Let's get this full scrun. So I'll pause it. The video you're about to view is 100% AI generated. No human or bears were harmed in the making of this production. So everything that you see is 100% AI generated. Characters, backgrounds, locations, everything.
We all knew TV was dead, but thought, why not squeeze in one last development meeting?
We had one rule: no missing children, no dead women, and no reboots of Heartbeat.
We'd pitched this beautiful comedy, two sisters running a funeral parlor in Margate, warm.
Okay, I just want to stop it there, right? If you showed me this video without telling me anything, you just said, I want you to watch this video, okay? And then just stop it if you want to say anything. I would have already have stopped it and said, this is AI generated. The voices are the big giveaway. The voices they're not human voices. Particularly on this guy, but these are not, you can tell the AI generated voice.
Heartbeat.
We'd pitched this beautiful comedy, two sisters running a funeral parlor in Margate.
There is something just about the AI voice which they haven't been able to get a true realistic voice with realistic inflections. It always seems to have this very specific kind of flat line that gets sort of raised by pitch and then maybe comes down, but always stays at the same level. Never mind the syncing being off as well.
Margate, warm, weird, very BBC Two.
The commissioner said no. AI generated 100 better ideas in minutes, perfectly aligned to channel data, viewing figures, and optimized for the audience. The winning AI format?
I know what you streamed last summer.
An interactive thriller built from your streaming history and delivery orders.
What? And who could forget?
I don't know why on earth I made a cameo in this video, by the way, but I mean, do I get paid? Do I get paid for this? You said it was 100% AI. Anyway. Also, yeah, where are the jokes? I don't know.
What? And who could forget the mental health format?
Britain's Got Breakdown. Audience votes on who gets therapy.
Ian Katz loved that one. I remember saying, you do realise this is for BBC Two? It tested ridiculously well, particularly among men who shop at Screwfix and women obsessed with gut health.
Can't get it. No. All of this is 100% AI. By the way, have we even got to Tilly Norwood? No. We're 1 minute into the 2-minute video. No Tilly Norwood detected, by the way. You look good with hair. Oh, thank you. Maybe I'll go get plugs.
Made for less than the catering budget on The Bear.
It cast and budgeted itself. Only bit it struggled with was...
Sorry, here I am. Here I am. Now I'm on. I got the wrong guy. There I am.
Consent in romantic scenes. We just ignored that.
It wrote the whole script. Claude 3, Gemini, GPT. We called it a writer's room.
It even did its own Silvermouse paperwork and immediately got Albert certified.
What's Silvermouse?
Just an elaborate BBC hazing ritual.
Who did it cast?
Tilly Norwood. 100% A.
So here we go. 1 minute and 25 seconds into this alleged comedy sketch. Now, I'm British, so I understand a lot of the references in this, by the way. I do. I wouldn't say any of them are funny, but I understand the references in this, but it's not doing anything. So here we go. Here's Tilly. Tilly makes her appearance at the 1 minute 25 mark.
AI generated
by some company called Particle 6.
She'll do anything I say. I'm already in love.
Girl Next Door vibes.
Like if a Sunday roast went to drama school and got BAFTA optimized.
But can she cry on Graham Norton?
Of course she can. And it'll be clipped, subtitled, and monetized on TikTok.
Now then, I want to stop it here. Because this is now the truth of this video. This isn't a comedy skit. This isn't a set of little ha-has. Oh, no. They're telling you what this AI can do. This AI can emote on command. It can cry on command. We can create content which can be clipped, converted into TikTok videos, which can be monetized. This is an advert to the agencies about what this AI actor could potentially do and how they could potentially be utilized and monetized.
By lunchtime.
We're all going to hell.
Got recommissioned, didn't it?
3 seasons and a podcast.
By an AI commissioner, much faster.
But hey, at least it wasn't a reboot.
No, it wasn't even fucking human. So there's the comedy skit, folks. There's the inverted commas comedy skit, which is actually a I don't know the terminology that you can use, but it's certainly a sort of like CV, a resume of what this AI could do for a potential agency. Was it funny? No, like I said, I understood a lot of the references because a lot of the references kind of reference the BBC or ITV shows. They like reference Heartbeat. Heartbeat was like a police drama that was set in the 1940s, 1950s, 60s maybe, around that time. And there are little things in there, lots of little like TV references. I didn't find that in the least bit funny. Now, this is actually linked to YouTube, okay? So this is actually linked to YouTube, and let's have a look at how it went down with the YouTube audience. So this is its YouTube channel, Particle 6 TV. 1,500 upvotes, 5,900 downvotes. That's what your potential audience thinks, but it doesn't matter. It's about whether or not this agency. So that was very much an advert about what our AI can do for you as an agency, how our AI can be monetized, utilized. A couple of the comments here. The irony when YouTube asks you to log in to confirm that you're not a bot. It's weird that my brain doesn't really hear what they're saying or understanding what's happening. Please tell me that this is just a leaked Black Mirror plot. Hearing them talk is so confusing. Like they're saying words, but not actually saying anything at all. We're all going to hell. You said the quiet part out loud. I love the guy in the first shot vaguely looking towards the camera with his eyes pointing in different directions. Really makes you feel like you're watching a real human speak. Well, at least the sketch writers know they're safe from AI now. Ooh. Do I have to use an AI assistant for it to explain me the funny parts? If that's what AI considers comedy, we're still safe for a while. The funniest part of this video is reading the commentary. Glad to see pretty much everyone is on the same page. When the relentless sloppers slop so much slop that they believe their slop isn't slop. She'll do anything I say. I'm already in love. Red flag. No humans were harmed in the making of this video. We were harmed in the watching of this video. I love how you had to put comedy sketch in the title so people would know that it was supposed to be comedy. It wasn't, though. It wasn't. Again, I have to reiterate, this wasn't meant to be a comedy sketch. This is a sizzle reel. I think that's what they call it. This is a sizzle reel to agencies about how they could potentially monetize this AI character. Or future AI characters, different AI characters that have been created by them. Putting multiple rape jokes in your AI Hollywood test is certainly a choice. Great horror sketch. The audio artifacts were a really nice touch next to the uneasy visuals and uncanny distorted human features. Why are so many humans so eager to hasten their own doom? Whew. But can she cry on Graham Norton? No, she can't. She's not real. Exactly. And it goes on. This is so dystopian. This isn't funny. This is just devoid of anything. The voices are so uncanny valley. I know that if YouTube allowed to see the dislikes again, this video would be the winner. Well, you know, I've got a good idea about what they are. And it just got, that is the comment section. I don't think there's a single positive comment in the comment section. I mean, fair credit. They actually kept the comment section on. But I'll say this, right? As you can probably tell, I'm not a big fan of this myself. I think AI has a use as a tool for sure, but a replacement. I mean, that's when things get real blurred, like, you know. But I'll tell you this, right? And this is what Hollywood really needs to pay attention to. An AI actor / actress, performer, they can say whatever needs to be said. So an AI character can be the most straight down the middle, non-controversial character that there can be. An AI character won't tank your film on the red carpet by saying something retarded if it's not programmed to say something not retarded. They can be the safest bet. Whereas today, you got a lot of fucking actors and opening their fucking dick lickers because the guys are licking the dick and the women. Okay. Opening their fucking dick lickers and all kinds of shit is spewing out, and they are turning away audiences. Rachel Zegler's, Pedro Pascal's, and others. Brie Larson has been, you know, she's been a very unlikable kind of character in the past. Nowadays, I think she's waking up a bit. Jennifer Lawrence, somebody that's coming to the realization that she's a stupid cow. So all of your dumb adult pretenders, because the majority of them are fucking dumb, they can all be replaced by these non-offensive, fake, AI-generated actors, which don't even exist. So how would you solve a problem like Maria? Well, you get rid of Maria and you create AI instead. And they do need to take note of that. You don't get Tom Cruise being divisive on the red carpet anymore. You don't get at all. He just wants to talk about the movie. When they try and bait him into questions, he said, I come here to answer questions about the movie. But so many of them just get baited in time and again. We want you to say something anti-Trump, anti-MAGA, anti whatever it may be that will be divisive just by answering the question one way or another. And the AI won't do that, can be programmed not to do that. So if there's a cautionary tale to be had, Hollywood, this is it. Your potential replacement is looking you directly into the uncanny valley eye right now. And who's going to blink? Are you going to stop fucking running your daft fucking dick licker? Actors, shut the fuck up. And just do what you're meant to do. Promote your film. Be welcoming. Make your audience feel special. Try and get some bums on seats. Or are you going to be like your Pedro Pascals and your fucking Mark Ruffalos and monumental spackers like that? Are you going to be so divisive that you will alienate audiences now? It's up to you. And again, this in itself is a product of the current Hollywood system. The thought even exists now that we can create something to replace your problematic actors and try and generate a brand around them that will make them even more popular. Now, I'm not saying that this Tilly Norwood is that. I don't think it is by any stretch of the imagination. But the fact that Tilly Norwood exists is the first catapults, is the first volleys of war into that area. All it takes is one of these characters to nail it, to hit it. And all hell could break loose. Can they replace that real human emotion? Of course they can't, because they're not human. They don't have that humanity. And they're algorithmically designed, so they're pulling upon performances from goodness knows how many actors. But I 100% agree with what Emily Blunt said in regards to pulling away, taking away the human connection. This is what technology is doing. This is what social media is doing. It's turning what should be social connections into parasocial connections. And as much as I love you guys watching my content, watching my video, watching my streams, I love that. I can't thank you enough for that. I will always advise that you make sure that you maintain your real life, your life outside of the computer, outside of social media, your true friends, your real friends, as it's been commonly reduced down to the touching of the grass element. You got to have that balance. You've got to have that balance. Oi, oi, oi. So Tilly Norwood coming to a cinema near you, probably not. But an experiment which I guarantee you will be continued. Whether or not it's by this company or another company, there's most likely multiple companies at work right now trying to create that first AI megastar. We're not far away from it. Now, whether or not, and there again, we might not even know. We might not even know until it's too late. You know, they could establish it on the pretense that it's a real person. And only later. Oh, have we got some numbers in? The numbers are coming in for the weekend. Actually, that'd be a great way to wrap it up. And as regards, somebody just said, hold on, let me just read this. I just want to respond to this. Poor naive as he thinks actors and actresses are displaying real emotion. They are. They're drawing upon real experiences, which is a real emotional. They are faking the scene because it's fucking acting, but they're drawing upon an experienced emotion. So yes, it's a real emotion that's being called upon, which is something AI can never have because AI can never have an emotion. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Okay, the numbers website's being hammered. I suspected Neil Breen is AI. Okay, so Predator Badlands currently at number 2. Let's have a look at this weekend. Ooh, okay, right. Data might disagree. Well, Data's an android. Data's sentience was anyway. Data is a fictional character. I'm not even going to engage in this conversation because Data is a fictional character, dude. Okay, it's not a real character. Right, Predator Badlands. The weekend box office is in. So here's the really bad news. The worldwide is on parity. Is pretty much on parity with domestic. That's not good news. So remember, this incorporates the week plus the weekend. So if we now go down here, I guessed, I predicted 5.4 and 3.4, I think. So they're slightly higher. 5.6 on the Saturday, and they're predicting 3.9 on the Sunday. I'm going to tell you now, this is going to go down. Because this is a prediction, by the way. This is a prediction. But I'm going to guarantee you now, this 3.9 is going to go down. I guarantee you that's going to go down. when it's clarified tomorrow night, which is an overall drop. Are you kidding me? Wait, what? $40 million first weekend. 13 million. It's a 68% drop. Oh! Ow! 68 weekend to weekend. Oh. Ouch. That is a huge, huge oof. Yeah, you cooked, mate. You cooked. And that's the best week that it's going to get. So it still needs to make another 114 million to break even. Yeah, it's got no chance. My prediction is 220 to 230, but it could peter out 180, 190. Oh no, the sad whale's coming. Oh, it's done. It's massively done. It's not going to make its money back. And that's like I said, that's the big problem. That's the big problem. The international is just keeping parity with it. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Oh, well, the film that everybody loves, but nobody went to see, apparently. Oh, well. Lots of apparentlys there. Okay, guys. Oh, have we got any more supers to wrap it up with? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's finish these off. Calioth with the $2 says, Emily Blunt outraged because Tilly can act better. Emily Blunt's a good actress. She's a good actress. Spartan MK5 with a $5 says, just bring on Skynet already. Why not? Why not? Lo-Fi Inkblot Beats with a $2 says, for the Bell Fund, hail as and chat, God bless. Thank you. SEK with a $2 says, oppress so much diversity can sound so British. What's another thing? Trixie Shara has been a member for 63 months. Trixie, thank you. Right, everybody. I'm going to be back in about an hour and 20 minutes from now with Sunday Fun Day. We're going to finish off RV There Yet. Myself, Mr. Porkchop, and Cara. And then if we finish that in good time, who knows? We might get a couple of rounds or so of headliners or something like that. So massive thank you to everyone who came to watch today. Mods, thank you for giving up your free time. Everybody who supported the channel, thank you so much indeed. I'll be back in about an hour and 20 from now. Until then, you take care. Goodbye, Global.